Yes, I sure do. Oh,
And don't forget about the mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Mary Janet here from Tunes and Wooden Spoons, and I'm here with the lovely Nancy Regan.
You mean the discombobulated Nancy Regan?
Look, she's just like myself. And you're working around the kitchen and you're finding this and that and
Organized, disorganized, but both have good hearts. So
Hi, Shauna Nearing. Just a lovely, lovely person there.
Shauna gets the award for the first
one.
exactly.
First one on here. So we're going to start today. Anyway, I hope you all had a happy Halloween last night and all of that. Did you have many visitors?
I'm going to introduce myself. Nobody knows who I am.
Everybody knows. With Nancy Regan, I just announced that.
Unless they show up, I host a TV show. Once upon a time, I hosted a TV show in the Atlantic region called Live at 5. And now I host a show on Eastlink called Showing Up. And this was the star of my show the past 2 episodes. Did you have fun watching them?
I did. I really did. We all watched it as a family. And Cecil was just getting such a kick out of it. And he was so proud to be, interviewed by you and chatting. And he's one of those. Sometimes he can give a compliment, but it's really hard for him because he always wants to joke.
Make a little wisecrack.
Right, wisecrack.
Yeah.
And, we were just cracking up. Yeah, she's pretty good, or whatever he said. It was so funny.
Did you like it when I said, I think that Cecil might be my best friend?
He did. He just loved that.
Yeah. He was like, okay. I have to look at your camera. Okay, so this is where the camera is over here. I had to check that out.
Oh, okay. Yes, right on this end. Okay. Right?
Yep.
So everybody,
You're the boss.
We preheated the oven to 400 and it's already beeped, so it's ready. And we're going to do the muffins first and then we'll work on the soup. And I get to tell Nancy what to do. I love that.
Nancy needs to be told.
Do you like my glasses? Do you like my glasses? These are Nancy's glasses that she gave me back a few months ago.
When we visited your house and you loved them. So when we were leaving, I said, Mary Janet, here's a very special gift for you. I think they were $4.99 online. I should be selling them today.
Before we start the muffins, I have something I want to give you.
Well, I wanted to show you. I always think if there's something in the background that people are going to think, what is that? It'll distract them.
Yes.
In the same way that when I was a host of a news magazine, you always think you don't want to wear something that's too wild because it detracts from your content. People
That's my black all the time.
But this is on the back of my stove. Oh, and it's going to be backwards probably, which is going to make it even. Can you get it? So if it's backwards for you, I apologize. I'm videotaping this.
Bell.
Close. Quit your bell.
Oh, quit your bell. Belly aching.
Quit your belly aching. How's that for a Cape Breton sign?
I love it.
This was in honor of my mother-in-law, Jean Graham.
Ah.
There you go. Okay.
Well, actually, I used to be able to have it so that it would look and reflect best, but Facebook, on the way I go into Facebook and do the show, I don't have that option. I could go into the Meta app, but it's just, no, I don't like it, and I can do it on there. Okay, the gift.
Oh, the gift.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Okay, first of all,
you're coming to my home and bringing me, oh my goodness.
So
I have resisted buying these because I knew you had them for me, and I'm just going to now, I didn't want to see it until you brought it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
One is for her mom, who was in the book,
Isn't that
and
great?
one is for you. And I want to say...
Now I'm going to buy a whole box load to give to everyone I know for Christmas, but I just didn't really want to see it before I saw you in person.
I love it. I love it. So Nancy, your friendship and support means the world to me. And happy baking. Love, Mary Janet.
Thanks, Emily. That's really
So you
beautiful.
can come at any time and visit.
Look at that. It's
But
just gorgeous.
This is the gift
Oh.
that I want to really give
Come on
you.
over here.
Okay.
I know I'm on your side now, aren't I?
That's all right. We'll switch sides in a minute.
This is beautiful. How can you expect me to look away from this gorgeous cookbook? And I just love that you're celebrating all of these women.
Ladies, I know.
And I also love the fact that this book is, there's
Your
my
mama,
mom.
her mama.
Isn't that sweet? There's Carol. I just love the fact that not only are you celebrating all these women who have lifetimes worth of recipes, but it also represents you having driven all over the map. You and Margie,
Yes.
having literally driven all over the Atlantic region.
Yeah, I know. I loved it. Well,
Love
the
it.
Maritime region. I couldn't get to Newfoundland.
Okay, I'll switch with you again.
Yes.
I know you like that side.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Oh.
I want you to open at least one of them.
I want to read the comments to see if they're saying, let's get to the cooking.
Yeah, I know.
Enough chatter. Oh, I
Do
know
you
I
know?
love it already. No, but I love it already because I love mugs.
Yeah.
And I am not one of those women. I've already said I'm very disorganized. And I used to think that made me not enough. I used to really think that I was a bad person because I was disorganized. Now I just celebrate it.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, I forgot about them, which makes it even more special. Look at that. Cape Breton Island. Isn't that gorgeous?
So there's two of them,
MJ.
one for you and your hubby.
So what I was going to say is I never have all the same mugs, you know. I love to be able to reach up and take the
Grab
mug
a
that
favorite.
I'm feeling, and also be able to say to my guests when they have tea or coffee, which mug? Pick a mug.
Pick a mug. There now. I hope they'll pick the Cape Breton mug.
Oh, will. If they're clean, they will, I'm sure. Look at those.
So they're made, they're kind of a unique mug. And they're made by a very special friend of mine, Colton McDonnell.
Look at that.
And Colton, he has a very busy executive job up here in the Halifax region, but he's from home. And when he was much younger and in high school, he was in a group that I called Celtic Crew, and we traveled to Scotland and they did lots of concerts, and he's a fiddle player, a piano player, and a step dancer. But anyway, in his very little spare time, he makes these unique mugs, and they're only really available, you know, I had to wait probably 6 months before I got these two. I was so excited. And he has he supplies a little country craft store in Cregnish, if you know where that is, on Route 19. And it used to be a very active general store back in the day. And so the man who had that store, his daughter has rejuvenated it the last 3 years, and she has all these crafts in it. And Colton supports her by supplying her with this. So you have to come to Cregnish when Peggy gets her next order, which is
Mary
I think,
Comeau
soon.
says he's hard to get in touch with. Been trying to buy some of those for 2 years.
Okay, Mary Comeau.
We can do an auction
you have
right
to,
now. No, sorry, these are mine. Just
You
kidding.
have to come to Cregnish to that little store, and you will find it there.
And for those in other parts of the world, because I know Mary Janet has followers all over the globe, Cape Breton is backwards because the video is backwards.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Come and find out for yourself what Cape Breton looks like.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're going to get to the muffins now. Okay, if everybody's ready, you have all of your ingredients ready. We need 2 cups of flour. The recipe is on my website. Scroll all the way down to the recipe. So we have 2 cups of flour, a half a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of baking powder. I don't know where I put that. I have it in a little thing here somewhere.
Okay.
Let me see.
I'll find it.
It's in a little plastic container.
Okay.
I don't know what I did with
In
it.
the worst case scenario, we will. Oh, here it is, right here.
You got it? Okay.
I'm guessing.
Tablespoon.
Or is that cornstarch? No.
No.
We might have gone wrong.
Oh, actually, yeah, that is cornstarch.
Sorry, don't do
Maybe I.
Let's remeasure.
We'll remeasure.
Okay.
And yeah. we'll
I'm the
remeasure.
hired gun. That's all.
That's
I'm
right.
good
I was
at.
telling her what to do. So a tablespoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt, which we have ready there.
Great.
And in bowl number 2, we have a cup of plain yogurt, a quarter cup of melted butter, and 2 beaten eggs, which we haven't done yet. And in all of that, there's a 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese that has been grated, so we have that ready to go. I can't believe I didn't measure out the baking powder.
Maybe your followers have all seen your grater. I just think that is great.
It's great.
Fabulous.
We have to grate some more in a little while, and we have to grate the carrots, so we'll be doing that with you. But let's get these things in the oven. I have a muffin tin ready with the muffin liners in it, or you could really spray your pan and dollop them in. But we wanted to make sure they came out of the pan clean when we're ready to have our soup.
I just itched my nose, so I have to wash my hands.
Okay.
I'm still, very conscious of germs. When the pandemic hit, I have been in training for it my whole life because I'm a germaphobe.
You are.
I was like,
okay. So, hi, Susan Lundy. She's a darling. Okay, Sharon Hamilton, I made the cauliflower soup this past Wednesday. So very good. Yes, because I posted the recipe. All right. So, just so you know, back a year or two ago, I made these muffins on the show anyway, but I wanted to have a muffin, it's like a cheesy biscuit really, and I wanted to have them when we have our soup. Mm-hmm. Of course, now I find out Nancy can't have that. You can't have
the biscuits?
The biscuits.
Oh, for you, I will have it. My stomach, I don't have celiac. My stomach just doesn't like wheat.
Yes.
I remember years ago, Oprah saying on a show, she had a guest, and the guest said, women over 40 tend to metabolize wheat less well as they age. And that was exactly my experience.
Nancy, can you go get a fork?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there's 2 cups of flour, and this is a 1/2 cup of sugar, and a tablespoon of baking powder.
Got it. I just use my finger for this.
I do too.
In home ec, they probably would have said that was wrong, but
do you know what?
Take home ec.
Measure with your heart. And there is a science, of course, for all of that. And there's a teaspoon of salt. So we're just going to mix that up a little bit. Okay, Nancy.
Yes, ma'am.
Throw the cheddar cheese in there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Already? Okay. I have a question for you. If you double this, do you also double the salt? Because I've had that experience doing biscuits, which I make often.
Yes.
And I found out that, you don't actually have to double the salt all the way with my recipe because they were really salty.
Oh.
Does that make sense or not?
I always doubled.
Okay, so it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Let's just rewind that part. Okay.
All right. You want to beat those 2 eggs?
Yes, ma'am.
And while she's doing that, I am going to put a cup of yogurt. Just plain Greek yogurt is what I'm using. And Nancy,
you're going to need a mixing spoon, aren't you?
No. You can use this little spoon. It's just absolutely fine.
Just in case.
And a 1/4 cup of melted butter. We melted it, so I'm just going to stir it up there. Oh, and of course a wooden spoon. Okay. And 2 beaten eggs. You want to put the 2 beaten eggs in there?
Now, it's funny. This is a little idiosyncrasy of mine. My mom is in your cookbook, and I grew up being told you get every little bit out of there because, of course, she grew up post-Depression in Saskatchewan, and you did not waste a thing.
Yeah.
So it's just one little thing. I'm going to give you every last ounce. How's that?
I love it. I love it.
I'm going to get it all over your hand.
That's
too.
okay. So Nancy, I'm going to get you to put this in there. I'm just going to go wash my hands.
Okay. All right. And it can go in all at once, Mary Janet?
All at once.
Just dump it on in. In fact, even when we scrape plates in our family, we usually use a spatula because my mom would say, use a spatula so you get everything off it before you put it in my dishwasher.
Always, that was the way. I'm just going to do a fork with this.
Okay.
I'm going to mix it with a fork.
Okay.
And if you want to get the muffin tin over here. Oh, and yeah.
What else would you like?
A regular, oh no, I can do it with that spoon. It's perfect.
That's so interesting that you just mix it with the fork.
Yeah.
You are so used to just going straight at it.
Go.
I figure if I don't have the biggest tool, then I'm in trouble.
Now it's very, you can see it's really thick. Mm-hmm. Now, but I got this recipe from a follower who's also featured in this book, but Minna McDonald, she's an amazing cook from Antigonish, and she gave me this recipe long ago, and it's a regular, and it makes such a nice. It's really like a biscuit, but she makes them into muffins, which is a really kind of a nice idea. Mm-hmm. Okay.
May I suggest, if I were making them myself, the one thing I would add to your recipe is these
peppers.
Jalapenos.
Are you out of your mind?
They're little pickled jalapenos. And you know where I got this idea is from the Quarterdeck restaurant on the South Shore at Somerville Beach.
Okay.
They have the best jalapeno cheddar cheese biscuits. So, yeah. So often I will sneak that in half of them and have the other half unadulterated.
Great. Well, you know what? I certainly not in biscuits. That's just personal preference. However, just this week, my neighbor came over with like 30 tomatoes.
Oh.
And so my hairdresser, for the first cookbook, I tried her salsa.
Yes.
And oh my God, is it ever delicious?
Really?
Anybody out there, if you want to make a really good salsa, follow that recipe. It is delicious. The recipe is for like 10 to 14 tomatoes, and you have to parboil it, but it's not hard at all. But those peppers, I put the peppers in and the chilies. So it's got a big bite after you take the first mouthful.
But if you're going to make that salsa, you need your neighbor's spectacular tomatoes. So what's her first name?
Cassie.
Cassie. Oh, I know Cassie.
You met Cassie.
Yeah. Cassie was in our show.
She was. Yes, we had tea there.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the favorite part.
She's a darling and a great neighbor all over all our years on East Street.
Do you know, I'll tell you a secret about the second episode that we did where you were trying to teach me how to step dance.
Oh my God, that was so cute.
The first edit draft I saw, they tried to minimize how badly I did it. They tried to make me look like I was a little better, and I said, absolutely not. I said, go back, please, and show the real thing. You can show people how I have 2 left feet. It's okay.
Look, Gordy was watching that. He was your corner partner.
Gordy was, of course he was.
And who were you dancing with? I forget.
Gordy was so much fun, and he just kept me light, He kept cracking me up, so I wasn't worried about getting the steps wrong. Just have fun.
I was just there the other night at the tavern, and I was telling people, you have to watch this when it comes on. So people can watch that episode, those 2 shows of Showing Up, on YouTube come January. But if you have Eastlink, you can look for Showing Up, and there we go.
And if you meet Gordy in that show as well, you're gonna understand why I'm like he's in the back of my mind as a matchmaker.
Yeah.
Because I can't believe he's still a bachelor.
Still a bachelor.
The nicest, most handsome, sweet, funny guy. But there's somebody who's just in the wings waiting. Okay, so Gordy's going to kill me
in the oven. Oh, he'll love it. He'll love it. He'll lap it all up. Okay, in the oven at 400 for 18 to 20 minutes. When any recipe says 18 to 20 minutes, I put it in for 19.
Me too. Absolutely. And maybe in my oven especially. Thank you.
Okay, you set the timer.
Okay, yes ma'am, right here for, let's say 19. And the other thing I do, my kids make fun of me for this, I do 1919. I have a thing for numbers, so it's either 111 or I'll put something in for 909.
Hilarious.
Okay, I'll get that out of your way.
I'm cleaning up.
Cleaning as you go.
A little bit.
This is a new concept.
Okay, we're in good shape. Okay, Nancy.
Look at that.
Just like that. now I'm gonna go over to her sink and wash my hands again, and we're gonna start the soup. And maybe by the time the soup is done, we'll be.
This is, you can use either of those for hand soap. And I'm gonna clean up here. Okay.
I made a mess of your kitchen.
Oh my goodness.
It was so nice and beautiful.
You should have seen what a mess my kitchen was before she arrived. I was away filming all week and then arrived home and it was Halloween and had to hurry and, oh, would anyone like a treat?
Ooh.
Can I ask you to finish up my treat bowl? Will you take these home with you?
Oh my God, let me see.
Okay, I did a little Instagram and Facebook story last night about the fact that, do they think we won't notice this shrinkflation?
Seriously?
Like, look at that tiny little thing.
It's only a square now because we got the same ones.
It used to be a mini chocolate bar.
Yeah, right?
No.
It's happening everywhere. But look, do you remember when Nancy was on the show before? Look what she made for the adults that were coming to her door. Doozy's fudge. And a lot of people were commenting that they still make Doozy's fudge.
And this is how I served them.
Nancy, clean freak.
Germaphobe.
Germaphobe.
Yeah.
Okay, Nancy, we have another light over here, maybe?
Yes, sort of. Hold
Maybe.
on. I have these crazy, I need actually a new light under here, but I've got that, if that's going to help. But you know what I have? Oh, I can do way better than that for you.
Okay. So for the cauliflower soup, everybody, I bought a big cauliflower and I chopped it up last night. It was at my son Brennan's, and so we chopped up the big head of the cauliflower into just little pieces like that, and then the quarter cup of celery, and a medium to large carrot shredded. I didn't have time to shred the carrot, so we're going to do that now. I'm going to use my handy dandy.
Is that light okay for you?
That's beautiful.
Is that good? Okay.
Yes, that's beautiful. Okay, we almost lost Nancy here, but she is still with us. Debbie Farrell is saying, hi, Nancy. Debbie Farrell and Annie Ganesh.
I almost took you out with this big light. Hi, Debbie.
Debbie is a good friend.
Would you like this back?
Yes,
Oh, no,
I
it
will need
attaches
that back. Well, first of all, I'm going to shred the carrots. I'll just show you my little thing here. Do we have another little plate I can put the carrots on? And then I'll do more cheese. So this is one carrot. So this cauliflower soup recipe was supposed to be in the book, but when you're making a recipe book, you have more recipes than you really need and you submit them, and they say, well, I don't think we're going to have room for that picture and that recipe. So some recipes came out, but the cauliflower soup was one of the ones that we ended up taking out. So I thought, I'm going to make that because it's a great soup. It reminds me of my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, Donald, he had cancer, and this is many years ago. He passed away about 6 or 7 years ago, and he had, and his esophagus had cancer there. And so I used to make this soup for him, and he really liked it. And I always remember him. Stephanie Mayette, you met her at Walmart.
Oh,
my friend, the greeter. Isn't she sweet?
Hi, Stephanie. Yes, she was sweet. She helped me solve a nail emergency.
You needed that.
I broke a nail bad.
She's so good from that. Mary Lou Thiel, hi from the south coast of England. So nice of you to be here. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down again. All right, we're just going to do up these carrots. Just have a couple more to do.
So this is the same thing that you use to grate the cheese.
Yes.
Oh, you should be, this should be like the Home Shopping Network.
Somebody says that, you can make money by, I don't know.
The shopping channel, you should have a Mary Janet McDonald grater.
It's been great, honest to God. Okay, so there is one. Would you believe that's one carrot? There we go. Now I should have done the cheese first, Nancy, because I really need to
Oh, I see.
empty
I'll
that
wash
out,
right now,
and this part too.
yeah. Okay.
And you can empty that into your compost.
Okay.
Awesome. Great to have help.
I actually, and I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm so happy to be a sous chef
Yes.
rather than, responsible for the
Hello
real
from
deal.
and hi Kay Dugas. Kay Dugas is in the cookbook too with beautiful, beautiful. And oh, there's Anne Marie O'Quinn from Codroy Valley, Newfoundland. Beautiful place. Beautiful place. Okay, let's get this party started.
So MJ, are you going to use this next for
Yes,
cheese?
for cheese, yeah. But I'll get the soup started here. So I am I'm going to put the veggies in the pot. So I've got my cauliflower and the carrots. And the celery. And I mean, when you make this soup, you can have it chunky the way it is. And there's Wendy Jean from Marble Mountain. Beautiful, beautiful part of Cape Breton. And your chicken broth. Here we go. I brought chicken broth and it's out in the car. So I'm glad you had some.
No, I was at the ready. And I just thought, I can't quite believe that okay, you are one of the most capable people I know, but I can't quite believe that you just showed up today with everything, no helpers, no executive assistant, with everything you do. And so I just thought, oh, I'm just going to have things, even though she says she's bringing them, I'm just going to have them standing by.
Hello, Marguerite from Mavu. So it's a box of 900 mils of chicken broth, or you could use vegetable broth if you don't want to use chicken broth. That's just fine too. Okay, and this recipe I got from Judy McPherson from Antigonish. I always, if I have a name, I want to recognize that, and Judy is a lovely lady from the Antigonish area. So I'm going to get you to put this burner on.
Sure. How high would you like it? So it's one of those burners that you can. I'm going to put the medium size on.
And I would put it on fairly high just to get it started. Because we want to bring it to a boil, and then we're going to simmer it for 12 to 15 minutes until the vegetables are tender.
May I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
I'm going to be very authentic and vulnerable by telling people that I did not know what a Dutch oven was. I've gotten to be my age and I had to say, MJ, what's a Dutch oven? So this is actually her daughter's.
Yes.
I do have one at the cottage. But
you have one at the cottage.
Why do you do it in a Dutch oven?
It's just the size of the pot. I have like 3 pots this size.
Okay.
Right? So they're just, it's about a 6-quart pot. Mm-hmm. And always growing up, it was called a Dutch oven. I don't even know why it's called a Dutch oven. There's probably a very good explanation, and maybe somebody out there knows. Rita! Hi, Rita Leahy from Michigan. She's married to my brother in Michigan.
Oh my gosh.
They need lots of love at this time. And but anyway, I don't know why it's called a Dutch oven.
Okay,
there must be something.
It's okay if I just make it in my steel pot.
Oh my God, yes,
Okay.
Yes.
I needed permission.
This pot, my daughter for a while was selling Pampered Chef, and this pot is cast iron. Isn't it pretty?
It's
color?
beautiful.
So mine at home isn't as pretty as this. Obviously, my daughter is not using it frequently or putting it in the oven because I sometimes I'll cook like a loaf of sourdough bread in it, and if there was anything that wasn't washed really good, it'll come out in the oven. It'll bake on the cover.
Okay.
So mine is a little nasty right now, but this is a beautiful, beautiful pot, and it's really, really heavy, and it keeps the soup warm. for, I bet you, half an hour afterwards, it's just still ready to go.
Do we want to put the lid on?
No.
Oh, no.
I don't. I leave it open. And why would you put the lid on now?
Well, I would put the lid on.
To make it fast.
It's also about that post-depression thing, because then you're saving electricity because it will boil faster because
Put it
it
on.
holds the heat in.
I love it. Of course.
See how frugal
She's
I
right.
am?
Over time, this name stuck for heavy-lidded pots. Wendy James says, whether made of cast iron, enameled iron, or ceramic, that could be used.
Oh, there we go.
And Krista,
Trisha from Calgary.
And Trisha from Calgary. Krista is our publicist for a McIntyre personal publishing company that does my book, and she is a doll.
And since people have joined us, I think that's a good opportunity for me to, I'm her spokesperson now. This is the almost brand new cookbook. It came out earlier than you expected.
Yes, it came out in August and a little earlier than the October 1st deadline.
All that demand for it, that's what it was.
And anybody from around the Halifax area that's around today, I'm actually again in Halifax for a book signing for Costco members today at 1:30 to 3:30 today.
That's why I was getting the book. Because I thought if anyone's in the area, so I didn't realize that both these pictures made it in. Oh no, wait.
Yeah.
So there's a picture of my mom there with you and her oat squares, which they're butterscotch bars. They're so easy, but they're so good.
They
honestly.
taste so good.
Cute picture of the three of us. I just love it. And my mom was quite delighted to just have you come, and she felt so special.
She is a doll. She is a doll. Tiny little thing. Holy smokes.
She's tiny.
She is tiny. So we're waiting for that to come to a boil. You can tell me when it's come to a boil. So I'm just going to get the rest of this stuff ready. So we need a pot. Down here?
Yes.
A little pot just to
great.
stir to make a little roux there.
This one?
Yep.
Would you like a double boiler or anything?
Nope. We're good with this.
And so I know this is like you have to have a degree to figure out how to work this.
Okay, so if you'd
stove top. Okay, great.
You know what?
On a low.
No.
Oh no.
Turn it off.
Stop.
We're gonna stop
everything.
And we're gonna wait until the veggies are cooked. So,
okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay, deal.
But anyway,
She's testing me.
I'm just kidding. Hello, Sharon Noss. I wonder if Sharon Noss is related to Doug Noss. From my school board days, I remember always speaking to this lovely man, Doug Noss, and he worked with the Department of Education. And hi, Mary McCormick. And
show the book cover again.
oh, hi, Nikki Cork. Thank you. It is.
So in case it's backwards.
It says, "Come in, the kettle's on," is the name of the new book. It is the end of a trilogy of recipe books that I have. The first one is called Tunes and Wooden Spoons, Recipes from a Cape Breton Kitchen. And that was, I thought, was going to be my only one. And then we decided to do a second one and feature 12 lovely women. And so it's called Tunes and Wooden Spoons, Love Without Measure. And so this one is a maritime version. And we went around New Brunswick, PEI, and Nova Scotia. And my daughter, Margie, is the food photographer and the people photography. Oh, when I look at that picture, I think of how many pictures she took of me in the front of my front door and trying to smile all the time.
Oh, your teeth were all dried out.
Exactly. You know the story.
Yes.
But anyway, and so this one features 41 grandmas mostly and 2 grandpas. So 41. And for anybody who doesn't know that story, we had nominations for this book for grandchildren to nominate their grandmothers, and when we put that ad up on my website and on my Facebook page for grandmothers, for grandchildren, this was back. We started for the month of October of 2024, and there was one comment there from a George Muse, and he said, "What about grandpas?" And I thought, good point.
That was a very gentle way of saying it.
Yeah, I know. So I contacted him privately, and so he agreed. And then there was one other gentleman from Halifax that I handpicked as the other grandpa. And the reason is that first year, that in 2000, when I started Tunes and Wooden Spoons, and I was going live every Sunday and cooking and having company and playing music and all of that, this guy, Jim Evans from Halifax, that October, he was a faithful follower, busy grandpa, busy husband, and loved to cook, worked full time. He dressed up as me for Halloween, complete with the apron and the red lipstick and a wig. And I said, I know who I'm picking as that. So George Muse couldn't be alone in that book. I picked Jim Evans from Halifax. And his grandchildren, of course, agreed that he should be, because he gives so much. Jim Evans just gives so much away in his community for free. He does all this cooking. And now he just recently retired.
This is what I dressed up as. Oh, I don't have my little hands.
You're a Lego.
I'm a Lego man.
This is my first year that I wasn't home for Halloween. I always dress up as a witch. And
I wish I thought of going as Mary Janet, but I actually also wore this costume on my daughter's 19th birthday. I went to her university. I was just outside her dorm, right beside the rugby field where all the cute boys were.
Oh.
And I was standing there with a big sign that said, "Happy birthday, Alexandra," and pictures of her. And I thought she would get a kick out of it and, be a little embarrassed. She was in her window going, "Go back to your car, go back to your car."
I love it.
Just an aside.
Oh.
How's this? You see, that's my way of passing time as we're waiting for
That's
our
a great idea.
pot to boil. So, okay, I
coming.
love this way of doing it, where you just throw it all together. Is there any onion in this cauliflower
There is no
soup?
onion in this one, but I will tell you about an easy soup. Okay. When I had my book launch, back in
This book?
This book was late August or early September. I can't remember when it was exactly. We had veggie trays out, your regular veggie tray, and so the publishing company had bought all of these nice ideas. So on the way home, when we were cleaning up, there was like a whole full one that wasn't used, and maybe half of another. And just keep this in your head if you're interested in this. So I took it home and I said, what are we going to do with this? And I made a soup. I threw all of those things into a Dutch oven, a big pot, and I put a large onion. I shredded a large onion, and I did peeled three potatoes.
That's great.
And soup, or the chicken broth, and I put in salt and pepper and thyme. Honest to God, it was so good. But if you ever have, how you get those trays and those things are left over, and sometimes they get eaten, or they get dried out. Perfect little soup thing.
And, the germaphobe in me right away says, oh, well, people might have been, but they're all going to be boiled. Boil it up.
Boil it up.
I'm just going to have a peek because we have 24 seconds left. Actually, I can turn on the light. They're looking.
Oh, they're done.
Wow,
they're done. Ooh, this oven cooks really quickly.
Oh my goodness, they smell so good.
Okay.
I'll turn that off.
So your oven runs hotter than mine, and there's your oven mitts right there.
Yeah.
And do you have a rack that you can put them on?
Yes, ma'am.
Right on top of your stove.
Timer off. I have a great one that I got recently, but this is not it.
It's a good one.
I have a great sort of silicone one that I.
So that's boiling now.
Okay.
I'm going to put it down on medium.
Great.
Okay, it's about there.
Watch yourself. And are we ready for the big reveal?
Okay, sounds good. Here we go.
Look at those beauties.
And they rise so nice with the Greek yogurt and the little darker pieces is cheese, right? So
And they're muffins, but they're basically biscuits.
they're a biscuit, yeah.
And
a biscuit.
love the idea of doing them in the muffin tin.
Yeah.
And I said I love using those parchment. I kind of splurge on them because I
Yes.
love using the parchment liners.
Yes, they're really nice. Perfect. Perfect. And did you turn the oven off? You did.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so...
I'm just going to check our tea. You keep going.
Yep. I'm going to need a cup of cheese. So we're just going to go with a... We're going to eyeball it.
Now, Mary Jane, it's kind of a funny question to ask because for years you did a cooking show where you invited people into your kitchen. But typically, do you prefer to cook or bake on your own? Just puddling around on your own in the kitchen, or do you like to do it in a communal way?
For the show, I'm happy having a guest in and just for company, right? I love that.
Yes.
And
but I hear a but coming.
But when I'm by myself, I'm on fire.
Right. It's like you want to be able to move.
And I know where everything is.
You don't want to have to move anyone out of your way to get in something. Oh my goodness, that smells so good.
Okay, we're good. Perfect. So I'm just going to do this. Hold on a second. Oh.
Can I get
Gotta
you anything?
lock this on the counter here.
Anything you need.
Nothing I need. I'm just going to throw a little bit more here.
I love the fact that rig, that unit, whatever you want to call it, grater, actually suctions onto the counter.
I know, it's dandy.
Yeah,
it's
it's
dandy.
really good.
I'm going to guess that that's about 1.5 cups of cheddar.
Sure.
Okay?
Yep.
And more or less is good.
We'll
And the
eyeball
beauty of doing savory things is you can really, you don't have to really measure hard, right? Okay. So, let me look at the recipe here. I'm going to just go over the recipe with everybody, even though it's on my website. So, a large head of cauliflower broken up into florets, a medium to large carrot shredded, a 1/4 cup of diced celery, a 900 ml container of chicken broth, 3 tablespoons of butter, and 3 tablespoons of flour or cornstarch if you're a gluten thing. And I'm doing cornstarch because of you. And we're going to need salt and pepper and 2 cups of milk. Oh, it's 1 cup of cheddar cheese. We'll put whatever we have there in it.
Sure.
It'll be good. And so in a Dutch oven, combine the cauliflower, the carrot, the celery, and the chicken stock and bring to a boil, reduce the heat, and cover and simmer for 12 to 15 minutes. Or until all the veggies are tender. All right?
Here's another twist. I know you can see how much I like spice. I talked about possibly putting jalapenos, pickled jalapenos in your muffins, but then I also, in this cauliflower soup, might, if I were making it myself, use Tex-Mex.
With jalapeno.
With a little bit of a zip.
Yes.
So
the reason I like to grate my own cheese, because there's a special coating. There's a coating that's put on the cheese that's like that.
like a preservative?
It's not a preservative. It's something that helps the pieces of the cheese not stick together in a clump.
I'm so glad you told me that.
I don't know. I mean, this is more work, but it's what you're getting is,
Yes. I know. I mean, that is a cheat. And often I won't do it because it's more expensive. Obviously, you pay for the convenience. But now I won't buy it because of that. This is the business.
There are times that I buy it, like with mozzarella cheese. I'll buy it just if I'm in a hurry.
Exactly.
But rarely, and I really do not do the parm. That it's just not the same.
Oh no,
without
absolutely.
The
real
thing.
grated parm. My sister said one day when she was here, she's like, "Where is your mandolin?" And I was like, "I think so." And I said, "You mean the instrument?" And she said, "Fancy. And she said, "No." She said, "Your gritter that," and I said, "No." So this is called a microplane officially, but I think that's what she called it. I just love it so much.
It's
for
great.
parm.
Yeah, for parm, it's the best. And for lemon zesting.
And today they're just $5.99 if you order now. mjmcdonald.com. No, not really. We're gonna split the.
Anyway, okay.
What else?
Do you have one of those? I should have brought one with me, but it's a very thin little sharp metal instrument that I test my veggies with, or a cake. Or...
I can find something.
Yeah,
like a knife. But I'm so happy to have you in my kitchen. I'm just smiling, thinking about how fun it is to have you in my kitchen. Okay, wait. I'm going to my clean dishwasher.
Look, just give me a fork. We're good.
Oh.
Just give me a fork.
That was a test, wasn't it?
It's what I call my cake tester. I don't know, but it's right thin, and especially when I'm cooking.
Here's my cake tester. How's that?
Okay, let's see. Ooh, they're nice and tender.
Oh,
see if the
yeah.
carrots are. Oh, and the celery.
I want to show them that. I'm just going to tip
Yeah.
your camera without dropping it into the pot. Is that?
Yeah,
Showing it? Isn't
that's showing it fine.
beautiful?
And it's all nice and tender. Okay, now we can put the pot on.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm going to take this.
You make sure you're happy with your shot there. You're the professional
We're good. We're good.
camera person in this instance.
The one that uses cameras every single day.
Great.
Okay, I'll just throw
Wow,
these
They look fantastic.
over there.
I feel like I'm not doing enough work right now.
Well, you get
I've
the
got the
pot
pot
started.
ready.
You know, you have to clean that,
Yes, I will,
that
for
off.
sure.
Yes, I made a mess when I put the cover on there.
I wish I had my favorite dish towel. Actually, is covered. It's at my cottage, but it's covered with sayings from Newfoundland.
And there's a girl from Newfoundland here. Yeah.
Oh, and Donna from St. John said hello
Oh,
earlier.
did she? Okay.
So I wanted to make sure we said hi to her. I've got so many friends in St. John. I don't think that Donna is my friend Madonna, but could be.
And you never know.
K Park,
Okay,
the
so
fabulous Madonna.
right now, where's the recipe? Well, how much butter? 3 tablespoons of butter. Well, we're not going to measure. Where's your butter?
Okay. Well,
I have it here, I
thought
think.
you-
I have it here. I have it here.
we can use that same cake tester to cut the butter.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. So 3 tablespoons, we're just going to guess at that.
Toss it in there.
Does anybody else do that? Of course you do. Actually, I'm going to move this to the back.
Now, this is typically what I use to make my fudge, because it gets all the way along the bottom of
Okay.
the pot.
Yes.
Shall we use it to make the roux?
Sure. Yes.
Or are we
Let's
going
do
to
it.
just transfer it over here?
Okay, if that's good with you.
Sure.
Yep. So,
And what temperature would you like it on?
just a medium, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about there?
There. That's
Great.
perfect.
Ta-da.
Okay, so melt the butter and stir in the flour. In this case, we're using the cornstarch. And let's hope that this is cornstarch and not baking powder. But I'm pretty sure it is. So we're going to melt that butter. Okay, I'll let you do that.
This is something I almost never make because I don't really use much flour.
Yeah.
And so a roux, how do you spell that? I know.
A roux is R-O-U-X.
Yes.
R-O-U-X, I believe.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All right. So, and I think I did try making it one time when I was younger, and it was lumpy, so I just never bothered again.
Oh, yeah. But it's I don't know. Do you have a whisk?
I do.
Might be a
I
whisk.
better.
Straw broom to test
I see
cakes.
cringe, and I
Ah!
think someone's saying they're cringing because of.
Oh my God! Can you
little I
imagine
know.
somebody? Yeah. Well, you know, toothpicks or something like that. Right?
This is too small.
Oh no, that's perfect.
Is it?
That's perfect. Here.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, we're going to do that because you're going to really
Okay.
whisk
Oh,
very,
I'm gonna
very.
whisk it.
Okay.
I
And
also
then,
have a bigger whisk there, but that's a little
think this
too
is-
unwieldy.
yeah. So. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay, start the whisking. Keep
Okay.
whisking.
Oh, okay. Oh, my
Keep
goodness.
whisking.
Okay. There'll be no. Oh, look how quick that is.
Okay, I'm going to just do this in here. I'm not in your way.
You know, I asked you about whether you like to cook or bake alone,
Yeah.
because I don't find joy in cooking when I have to do it, when I'm in a rush. Like when the kids were young and, you know, everything was busy, that was not a joyful endeavor, having to cook. But now being able to do it when if I have the time.
Right.
Right now we're in the middle of filming our show, our 3rd season, if you can believe it.
That's amazing.
But so it's been busy, but when I have time, I love to just hang out and cook by myself. But I only make a few things that are really any good.
Oh, listen to her. That is not true.
Okay, so this is really boiling away. Is that okay?
That is okay. There. And now we're going to add the salt, and I added the salt already, and the pepper.
Oh, and that's quite a bit of pepper.
Yeah. I think it says a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper,
Great.
but
okay.
Yeah, so we're going to add this
And
slowly.
then-
Keep mixing.
Okay. It's a good thing I've been going to the gym. Oops. Oh, it's getting lumpy.
Yeah, it's okay. Keep doing it. It'll come. It'll all come together.
Okay, I trust you. This is probably about the stage where I stopped last time and thought, oh no, it's lumpy. I've ruined it.
No, it'll all come together.
The one thing I do love about cooking with you or doing something together, like any kind of creative project with someone else, is it feels like such a nice sense of connection. I think it reminds me of cooking, you know, as a kid with one of my grandmothers or my mother.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to continue to just now. You can let up on the stirring so much and just gently.
Slow motion.
And you're going to just bring that to a boil over medium heat.
Okay.
And
Right.
and maybe a little bit over the medium, maybe. And it should start to thicken. I'm just going to wash my hands there.
Sure thing. And this is going to go in the cauliflower soup, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Just thought I'd check. If anyone's noticing my ring, it really stands out there. I don't have my X ring on today. I've got this ring which I really love, which was my friend Audrey Parker's. I have a wonderful recorded conversation on YouTube called The Soul Booth. It was a video podcast I used to do, and my friend Audrey was in her end of life journey, and she was so joyful. A lot of people watching will remember because she was renowned. She became a Canadian poster girl in a way for medical assistance in dying.
Oh, really?
She was sort of fighting for a loophole in the law, and it ended up passing after she died. It was called Audrey's Amendment.
Oh my
and
gosh.
whatever you think of that, for her it was very important. She said, you know, she was single, she didn't have kids, she was not a vulnerable person who was in danger in any way of someone else making a decision for her. But this is Audrey's ring, and I think of her so often, and whenever I do something special, I always put on a ring or earrings of Audrey's and say,
It just
let's go, Audrey, you're
grounds
going
you.
with me. It grounds me. It's a touchstone, but I also feel like she's here with us.
Yeah, I love that.
Beautiful. Okay.
How's that? I'm going to turn it up a little bit because it should come to a boil. Let's just stop stirring for a minute.
Great.
Because you can see, like, it's coming to a scald. You don't really want a boiled milk. And
I think someone just asked what time your book signing is, so let's talk about that for a second.
my book signing is from 1:30 to 3:30 today. And, of course, you have to be a member of Costco to get in, right?
Right.
At Costco, at Dartmouth Crossing is where we are.
They're going to have all these new memberships today. They're going to be selling memberships so people can see you. So the Dartmouth Crossings Costco.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. And next Saturday, I'm at in the morning. I'm at from 10:30 to 12:30 at Masstown Market in Masstown. I'm doing them, and then I'm booting her back to Halifax to the Christmas at the Forum.
Oh, I love that.
And I think I'm there from 3:30 to 5:30, but I'd have to check. It's on my Facebook page. If you scroll down, you'll see where the next signings are. And then I have a very special show coming up. I have 2 special shows coming up back to back.
Yeah.
On November the 15th and 16th. So on the 15th, I'm at Indigo Spirit bookstore at the Mayflower Mall. And at 5 o'clock, I'm going live with my publisher. And he's going to make a very special dessert because he's a Newfoundlander.
Oh, wow.
And it's a dessert. People, it's got potatoes and carrots in a dessert cake.
Sorry, I stopped stirring. I'm like, what?
I have not tasted
Really?
it. He says you're going to love it.
Really? Sweet potatoes?
No. I know. So you have to watch to catch this, and maybe somebody there from Newfoundland would be familiar with that. But it's not just that. But I'm going to tell you a little something before I tell you where it's at. So Jeff Cox is going to do this Newfoundland cake, and it's a dessert cake, he says. And we're going to do it. And my granddaughter, Anna, is going to be there with me. Margie is going to be there with me. And Anna is going to be in that house that has a beautiful piano. And Anna is going to sing some Rita McNeil songs.
Anna's got a beautiful voice.
She has a beautiful voice. But this
She
is
must
where...
get it from Cecil.
Of course, he gets all the credit. But, and it's got an indoor heated pool, this house. We're staying there for the night.
Wow.
My sister's gonna be there too. Okay.
Getting thicker.
Okay, so see, we're making sure that the flour or the cornstarch, it's cooked through. So we're good with that. I'll finish the story in a second. Just want to show you what it looks like.
This is what a Regan roux looks like. You might rue the day you ever have my cooking. Look at that. It's
That
great.
is perfect.
Nice and smooth.
And they're going to turn it off. Yep, we're good.
Okay.
We're going to pull this back.
that back over
So
there.
I'm going to tell you this story, but who lived in this house in Sydney?
Not this house.
Not this house in Sydney. When I'm there, we're doing that show on that Saturday, we are in the former beautiful lady known as Rita McNeil, her beautiful house that she used to be in. And I'm going to sleep in the bedroom where she used to sleep. And I am just overwhelmed at being in her presence or feel like that. She was such a beautiful songstress. She wrote such beautiful songs and gone way too soon.
Did you know Rita?
I never met her.
I can't believe it because
I
you two
never
would have
met
gotten
her.
along like a house on fire. I remember Steve Murphy and I, when I was at CTV, ATV then, long ago, Steve and I did a tour with Rita around the Maritimes so that we would introduce her. ATV was sponsoring the tour and we would introduce her each night. And no one went anywhere near her dressing room beforehand. Not because she was a prima donna, but because she would get anxious ahead of time. So she had to have her time to herself.
Yes.
I'd watch her every night get out on stage and she'd have her shoes on and I could tell, she was so sweet, but she was a little nervous. And then the moment that she felt that sense of connection to the audience and that love just flowing from the audience,
Yes.
off she'd kick her shoes.
And she was at home.
And then she was in her stocking feet or her bare feet and she was at home and so grounded and just feeling that love. And the audience, of course, felt the love. You two would have been just the best of friends.
Well, this is the best I can do, and I'm so delighted at that. So if you were a fan of Rita, let me know what a couple of favorite songs. Maybe on that day, Anna will sing 2 or 3. What's your top 3 songs of hers? And let me know. And Anna is learning those songs in the next 2 weeks to make sure that she can do justice to her beautiful voice. Okay,
Wonderful.
so we're going to finish this off now, and we're going to look in here,
Whoop.
and I'm going to get you to add the roux.
Okay.
And where's that nice big wooden spoon you had?
I'm going to eat. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see. You have to get every bit off the sides.
absolutely.
That's the
I
thing.
have
And I'm just pouring it all in?
Yep, we're pouring it all in.
You can tell I'm very obedient. I don't want to do one thing until I know I'm going to be avoiding ruining your
Ruining.
I don't want to ruin your soup.
So I'm just going to give that a stir. And you can add in the cheese.
So, and while we're stirring, I want to make sure that if anyone has joined us late, I let you know that Mary Janet has been the star of my last 2 episodes of Showing Up on Eastlink Television. And I've had so many people say, oh, don't you just love her?
Aww.
And then some people laughed about how I have 2 left feet when you tried to teach me how to step dance. And the whole idea of my show is to amplify the light of people who are just filled with light and who share it with the world. And it was really fun.
Well, you did such a wonderful job of that.
Oh, it was
just really,
such
really
a
nice.
joy.
Do you want to, so I'm using an immersion blender. You can have this soup the way it is, just like that, without, but I'm using my immersion blender. I've had another immersion blender, it was battery operated, but this one is KitchenAid. Honest to God, it's just dandy. It's really, really good. Okay. And you don't have to puree it for the whole thing. You can just leave it the way it is and never take it out or it'll splash everywhere.
I've
done that.
experienced that. I have a question. For those who don't have an immersion blender,
Yes.
can you use just a regular blender?
Blender, yes, absolutely. Or you don't even have to puree it. Really, you don't.
But it is so nice. Like, look at that. It's just getting so creamy.
Okay, so you have a knife and a soup spoon. I'm just going to take that off.
Okay.
And
what kind of knife would you like?
just a butter knife. We're going to
sure.
we're going to sit down at your counter there.
Okay.
And I'm going to root through your drawers and get a ladle. Is it in the dishwasher?
Oh, there's a little tiny one here. No,
It's
I have a
perfect.
big one right here. I have several ladles. This is one of the things I have to do soon is go through and get
I
rid
love
of extra
these
things.
bowls. Look at them. They're so
How's that?
colorful. Okay, we're going to get ready to sit down and try this. And see, I didn't do it all the way through. I left some chunks there, so it's up to you. And you want to put some pepper and salt. We have those things on the table. And just bear with us.
Okay.
Yeah, so somebody has used just a simple potato masher can do that. Okay, I'll
Great
get you
idea.
to set the table the way you
my
want
goodness. Oh, I should have thought to have placemats.
it. Don't worry about placemats. We're just plain and simple folk, but we're going to have lunch together.
I'm going to pop you back over here.
And I'm going to grab this salt and pepper. All right.
I'm not the expert you are with this, but is this about the right height?
Still the right height. Yes.
I just remember the first time I saw Tunes and Wooden Spoons and loving the fact that you were just, flying by the seat of your pants, basically.
Just as if you
The
were...
strings of your apron. Yeah, as if you were and you just would flip the camera around to the living room. It was so charming. Now, MJ, that's a little off balance. Sorry to everyone in the audience is feeling seasick now, probably. Should it be a little higher?
Oh, I think we're good.
Is it okay?
Good. I can just lift it up a little bit if we need to.
Okay, great. And I got
All right.
mine running over here.
And we have to, I put salt and pepper on mine. Did I put salt on that? Yeah, I did, I think. And we're going to you have a side plate over there.
Okay.
I know you can't have one.
Oh, I'm having one.
Are you having one?
Yes, I'll worry about, my stomach just won't love me later, but I am not celiac. I don't have a stomach that loves wheat, so I usually avoid it a bit. Do we have butter?
I have that butter.
Just a big
It's
chunk.
just fine.
That's it. It's just
fine. Just
it's
like
just
we're friends.
us.
We're friends. Okay, and if you want salt and pepper on yours, I'm going to open this in front of everybody. So here are our muffins. And they're there. Now, if I was more used to Nancy's oven, I probably would have put it in for less time. So you judge, you know what your oven is like, and just check them. Because it said 18 to 20 minutes. But they're just fine. And they're still warm.
Perfect mug for you. Do you know what this basket is?
What is it?
Ta-da. It's, unfortunately, I don't have the pot that matches it, but I did get a replacement pot. So see that? It's a little cozy. And I've looked at so many Chinese stores, different Asian food stores over the years to see if I could find it. So.
And we're having tea from the Cape Breton Tea Company. The Cape Breton Tea Company are friends of ours, Michelle and David Greenwell, and there they are. They did a tea for me.
Did they?
Yeah, they did a tea for me. I love to own this little story about Michelle and Dave. So for anybody out there, for many years, so over 30 years, I taught Cape Breton style step dancing and traveled lots of places, you know.
Internationally.
We did, yes, I did. And a lot in the US and Canada as well. So anyway, oh, Nancy, we have to put some butter on your muffin there.
Okay.
You have to have the whole meal deal.
It sounded like there was a problem there. Oh, Nancy, just the butter. Oh, those muffins look absolutely scintillating. Look at those. Wow.
And so anyway, I got a call this day from Michelle because she lived in Cochrane, Alberta. She had a dance school there, and she said there was a parent that came back with this video from Cape Breton, and I had done 2 videos, instructional videos, way back in the day. One was on VHS, and the second one was on DVD as we progressed through time. And anyway, I went out there and I taught at her school a couple of times. What do you think?
Oh my gosh. So good. It makes me spin.
Yoo-hoo.
They are magnificent.
And they probably were really good with your jalapeno too.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yes, but also with the crispy top. Mm-hmm. Yep, delicious. So
Michelle and David then started coming to Cape Breton because they loved the music. And over time, they kept coming back for Celtic Colors Festival. They moved here. They moved to Mabu. They took up residence, and they became part of the community. And she's a doctor of I can't remember her. She's healing no touch. She has her doctorate.
Reiki? No.
Yeah, well, she's got a lot of stuff, and you can find her online.
Well, isn't it funny? There's no such thing as coincidence, because when MJ was getting things ready before we started today, I said at one point, "Stop everything, we might have to cancel." And she chuckled, knowing I was joking, but she said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "I have no Cape Breton tea," which is what I call orange pekoe tea. Mm-hmm. And I'm married to a Cape Bretoner. Well, he identifies as a Cape Bretoner. He was born in Antigonish, but grew up in Cape Breton. And I said, "I have the Queen of Cape Breton and no Cape Breton tea." And so then I said, "This is the next best thing." And she kind of squealed and said, "These are my friends that make this."
Yes.
So we were meant to give them a plug today.
Absolutely. And they also made a tea for Natalie McMaster, which she sells on her tours. And it's for Natalie. So they really embraced our culture, and they are such amazing individuals in our community. So.
And Natalie, by the way, also has a book right now.
Yes.
Out, a lovely book that she has written. Mm-hmm. And she's doing some signings around right now. So watch it up.
Her book is I Have a Love Story. It's a beautiful story of her journey with music, with her family. And she has 7 kids, the same as myself. And I love to say she is my niece. And I'm going to be seeing her today because she is playing, she's doing a book signing today also, and she is playing at the Symphony tonight in Halifax. And her mom and I are sitting together for that. So
Well,
excited about that.
you should whisper in Natalie's ear today and say, Natalie, you should do Nancy's show on Eastlink. You should do Showing Up, because she's one of the most show-uppy people I know, you know?
Certainly.
She's so authentic. She's never showing off. She's always just showing up as her true self. She makes the world better, brighter, more beautiful for people just like you do.
She is a beautiful human being. Absolutely. Okay, another bite before we say goodbye.
So good.
Did you try the soup yet?
The soup is stupendous.
It's a nice veggie soup, and you can add spices to that. For me, preference, I would have more salt in it, because I don't remember if I put salt in there. You use the Himalayan salt?
I do. But you know, a friend of mine from Brussels, actually, she lives in Ottawa these days. She gave me the flake salt, where you just put it on with your fingers. It's so decadent. Now, before we go though, we want to plug your book one more time.
Oh, thank you. There's a picture you have.
Do we have time?
We have time.
Okay, I'd love to show you this quick little story, because for me, you know, I mentioned my friend Audrey, whose ring this was, and this week our world lost a wonderful woman whose name was Enocha Graham. She was originally from Holland, and she was a wonderful portrait artist in Nova Scotia. And her family lived right next to my family growing up, and her daughter Laura was my best friend in elementary school. We lived just across a little brook from each other. And Enocha was a second mother, you know, because I spent so much time at their house, and she was so different than my mom, who grew up in Saskatchewan. She had very European sensibilities, and I wasn't going to tell you this story, but the thing I remember about Enocha that I did put in my book was that when Laura and I were about 12 and just waiting for puberty to arrive and for our bodies to change, she told us one day, oh, girls, she said, you won't need a bra until you can put a pencil under your boob and it will stay there on its own. And I remember Laura and I were just like devastated, because that was like, that's never going to happen. Anyway, so I'll show you this painting that I am so proud to own. The first time she asked me if I'd like to buy it, I couldn't afford it. I was young and it was just, I couldn't afford it. But then I looped back and asked her later on if I could buy it. And she said no. Then she had grown to I'll show you it again after I tell this story. She had grown to attach to it. And then eventually she came back around years later and said, if you'd like to buy that painting of you and Laura. And it's particularly meaningful to me because Laura died at a ridiculously young age. She died when she was about 10 years ago, I'd say. Laura Graham was a great artist. Did really whimsical art. She came up with the logo for the IWK.
Oh,
actually, wow. And she did the old Citadel Hill one, which was great with the clock tower. So we lost Laura to cancer, and Enocha just passed away this week. And I just wanted to show you this painting. So when I showed MJ, she thought I should show it here as well.
So this is Nancy. This is Nancy. And this is Laura. And Laura's got her arms folded like, oh, here I go again. I have to sit for another one of my mom's paintings. But I love that. But Nancy's looking very stylish in her bib jumper.
I guess it's about the only time my mother was ever able to wrestle me into a skirt or dress when I was a kid. And I do love the story it tells, because you can tell who is the artist's daughter and who is the one who's saying, having my portrait taken.
I know. I love it. Oh, so, thank you for mentioning that.
Rest in peace, Enocha Graham. And her fabulous daughter,
I have
Laura.
to have a little sip of Nancy's tea. You light up my life. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Nancy.
And you do light up my life.
Oh.
So these are for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to give them a good water before you put them in the car.
There. I want to thank you for taking the time today.
Oh.
And your beautiful kitchen And she is a good cook. Don't be listening to her. She's wonderful.
I'm more of a baker, really.
Yeah.
You know, I can make some mean spaghetti. I often make lamb spaghetti with ground lamb.
Yeah.
And there are a few dishes I make, like a chicken chili, but they're all one dish wonders.
Yeah.
So that if I'm having any guests, I don't have to worry about being organized. I can just have it all ready.
Yeah, I love that.
But I love your cookbooks. The other two I've used so that they're getting, worn out. But this new cookbook is just beautiful. It is the spirit of Mary Janet McDonald because, she didn't want to just have people focusing on her all the time. She wanted to share the love and share the recipes and stories of all these women from across the Maritimes. And Margie took the food pictures. They're just fantastic. And it reads a bit like a novel, like it's a storybook.
I've heard back from a lot of people that have the book and they really love the idea of the stories. And you can also go online, ilovebooks.ca, and our publisher will point you in the right direction.
It's everywhere. I love that. You're doing a book signing today at Costco in Dartmouth Crossing. But it's also in all sorts of small independent stores.
Yes.
It's in, the market you are.
Yeah, we're going to the Christmas market. It'll be there as well next weekend.
Yeah, it's just the best of this end of the country. I just love it.
And I think, Nancy, what I get a lot of is there's not a lot of fancy ingredients. It's what you can get with even your smaller grocery store for the most part. All the recipes are easier recipes and quick meals and some dips and things that you can, there's nothing really out there that's too fancy. And it's one of those things that will be used a lot, I hope. And what I would recommend to everybody that has it, if you're going to be using the book, the best thing you can do is take it to Staples and coil bind it. I've done that for all of mine. And you open it and you lay it flat. We thought about doing that for the second book, but then they wouldn't all look the same. You know what I mean? If you're keeping the three of them together. So what I did, somebody suggested it to me, a follower, and I coil bound it. And I think it cost $8 or $9 or whatever.
So it lies flat, or you can flip it over.
Yes, exactly.
I like that.
And the Costco that I dealt with was in Antigonish, and they know me.
The Staples.
The Staples. What did I say? Costco. The Staples.
I'm your fact checker.
The Staples in Antigonish. They coil bound it, and they put a plastic sheet over the part of the front cover. It covers the front cover and back cover, plus an extra little plastic sheet. So the recipe you're using, you can put the plastic sheet over the page and nothing will splash or stick to the page, right?
Have you thought about making a cookbook out of your mom's old recipes, that you have those old pages?
Yes, I know.
That would be a great idea to be able to have them in a book like that.
Okay, I have another story. We're going
to be here till 3 p.m. She's going to miss her signing.
But yesterday morning, I met with a group of students at the Gaelic College in Mabu called Ben Vabu, Bein'n, and the second word is Mabu, but it's Mhabu. It's the Gaelic spelling. And these senior students that are in their Bachelor of Arts program, and they have started a project dealing with recipes, community, and how everything comes together. And they're going to have some community gatherings and going to be serving tea and a lunch and gather together and having papers there for the folks to come and bring a recipe with them or copy it down on a page. And eventually they'll have a recipe, but they'll have the stories too, especially ones that are meaningful to you as a person. So I'm going to bring my mother's cookbook, all the pages,
Truth bumps,
and they invited me to their meeting yesterday, along with Margie Beaton, a Gaelic scholar that lives in our community, formerly from Scotland, and we're going to be on the team with them. And look at your baby.
I love that idea. That's really special.
You know, just investigating how community and stories were passed down and recipes were passed down, and the old measurements of a handful and butter the size of an egg and all of those little things. So I'm so proud of them, and I'm so proud that I'm involved in it.
He's smelling, he's like,
What
it
is
smells
that?
so good. You know, that is not for you, that cauliflower soup.
What's his name again?
His name is Hubble. He's
Hubble.
He's the cutest thing in white since Robert Redford in The Way We Were. And Robert Redford, God rest his soul.
Yes.
Also, his character's name was Hubble Gardner. So that's why he's named
Hubble. Okay, we've kept you long enough. Thank you so much for joining us today. And the lovely Nancy, and inviting me into her beautiful home again. And she's got such a busy life, and she made time for me. So everybody, know that you matter to me, and I love you, and I want you to love one another. Bye-bye, everybody.
And
Bye-bye.
catch Mary Janet on Showing Up on Eastlink TV.
Yes.
On demand if you've missed it so far.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Anne.